Hi everybody. As you can see, I am in our classroom and I'm right next to my calendar. And you can see Halloween is coming up soon. Here's our pumpkin symbol for Halloween. So today I have a story to celebrate Halloween. It is called Big Pumpkin. And I know the cover is kind of shiny, so it's hard to see, but there is a witch and a big pumpkin. So I'm going to open this book because there's some clues. The author's name is Erica Silverman and the illustrator is S.D. Schindler. So the witch is reading a book in her home, and the title of this book is a seed book. A seed book. Now seeds are things that we plant. So I think she might plant some pumpkin seeds. And here it says pumpkin, and she's got her watering can and her shovel. So she's going to plant some pumpkin seeds. And here she is. Once there was a witch who wanted to make pumpkin pie. So she planted a pumpkin seed. She weeded and watered, and after a while, a sprout poked through. And then a pumpkin grew, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew some more. Okay, so pumpkins come from seeds. That is a big pumpkin. Soon Halloween was just hours away. The witch thought about pumpkin pie and bent down to take her pumpkin off the vine. So pumpkins grow on these things called vines. Sometimes apples have things look like vines, but they're stems. A vine is really long and it attaches to the entire plant. So she wants to pick her pumpkin. Okay, so she's pulling and pulling. Well, she pulled and she tugged and she pulled. First she pulled hard and then she pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the witch. She cannot get it. It is too big. Just then along came a ghost. Very good. Big pumpkin, said the ghost. It's big and it's mine, but it's stuck on the vine. And Halloween is just hours away, said the witch. And she kicked that pumpkin. I am bigger than you and stronger too, boasted the ghost. Let me try. Said the witch. But she thought about pumpkin pie, and she stepped aside. The ghost bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled. First he pulled hard and then he pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the ghost. He cannot pull it off the vine either. Just then along came a vampire. Big pumpkin, said the vampire. It's big and it's mine, but it's stuck on the vine. And Halloween is just hours away, said the witch. And she kicked that pumpkin. I am bigger than both of you and stronger too, boasted the vampire. Let me try. Said the witch. Said the ghost. Let's see if the vampire can pull it off. He's pretty big. But they thought about pumpkin pie and stepped aside. The vampire bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled. First he pulled hard and then he pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the vampire. Just then along came a mummy. Big pumpkin, said the mummy. It's big and it's mine, but it's stuck on the vine, and Halloween is just hours away, said the witch, and she kicked that pumpkin. I am bigger than all of you and stronger too, boasted the mummy. Let me try. Said the witch. Said the ghost. Said the vampire. But they thought about pumpkin pie and stepped aside. Oh, look at this mummy. The mummy bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, she pulled and she tugged and she pulled. First she pulled hard and then she pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the mummy. He's really pulling. Just then along came a bat. Big pumpkin, said the bat. The witch didn't say a word. She just looked at the ghost and rolled her eyes. The ghost looked at the vampire. The vampire looked at the mummy. They all looked at the little tiny bat and they started to laugh. I may not be big and I may not be strong, said the bat, but I have an idea. And the bat told them what to do. Said the witch. Said the ghost. Said the vampire. Said the mummy. That's not very nice. They're laughing at the bat because he's such a small animal compared to them. But let's see what his idea is. Ooh, what do you see? They're working as a team. Ready, set, pull, called the bat. The bat pulled the mummy pulled the vampire, and the vampire pulled the ghost, and the ghost pulled the witch, and the witch pulled the pumpkin. Well, they pulled and they tugged and they pulled. First they pulled hard and then they pulled harder. And do you think it will work? Let's see. Yes. Snap! Off came the pumpkin. Drat, said the witch. Whoosh! It flew and flew and there it is. Thud! It landed on top of a hill, and thump, bump, bump, thump, bump, bump, it boomed all the way down to the witch's house. And when it got to her door, that pumpkin just sat. Hooray for the bat, shouted the witch, and she hurried inside to make the pumpkin pie. Here they are, they're eating it. Said the ghost. Have some more, said the witch. Couldn't eat another bite, said the vampire. Fun party, said the mummy. Time to go, said the bat. It's nice that she's sharing because they all helped each other. And look what she does afterwards. Drat, said the witch as she watched them all leave. Then she went right out and planted another pumpkin seed. The end. So friends, think about what might happen if the story kept going. Do you think another big pumpkin would grow? Do you think her friends would help her again? I do. This book will be in the library, and happy Halloween.